Hey everybody, Friise here, and welcome back to yet another video on the channel. In this video, as the title suggests, I'm going to be going over how to place in solo cash cups. I'll also be making a video just like this one, but for trios, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to break it down into a few sections, which will be on the screen so that you can skip ahead if need be. However, I do recommend that you watch the whole thing. Before we begin, I just want to say that I would be greatly appreciated if you use code Friise in the item shop. And also make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to never miss a video just like this one. One of the main things that cause people to be inconsistent is that they get tilted very easily. What I mean by this is that they will go into their first game confident and hoping that this could be a good tournament for them, only to end up screwing over their drop and dying off spawn. This causes them to start saying things like, "I'm done," or "he's so lucky," which then puts them into the phase that they need to W key to make up for that game. If you don't get tilted, it allows you to keep your cool and play smarter next time. Learn from your mistake in that game and don't do it again, which would be to practice your drop in this scenario. Many people don't realise that pros will die off spawn too. They won't come in the top 5 every single game, and so you shouldn't worry about dying off spawn in one game, as if you do well the next game, it is surprisingly easy to make up for those lost points. This relates to the previous tip, which is that you do not have to W key. And yes, it is good to W key on your first game as you are matched against lower level players. However, when you decide to W key just because you died off spawn, that is when it isn't good. It is also a mistake to W key because you are bored. If you have this mindset, let me tell you, you will not succeed. There is only one exception to this, and it is if that the format of the tournament is more kill based. However, just remember that you are more likely to do better if you don't W key and play for placement instead. The format of the tournament is usually the reason as to why you play aggressive or passive. It is very important to check the format before each tournament so you know what to do. I'm going to look at a few upcoming tournaments and decide whether it would be smart to play aggressive or passive. For the first example, we have the Platform Cash Cup. For this tournament, I personally think it doesn't matter which you do. You can W key or play passive and you will be rewarded around the same amount of points. However, if you W key, there is a higher risk. Also, take note that if you go above 20 kills in this tournament, you cannot receive any more elimination points. For the second example, we have the Mongol Cup. In this tournament, you receive 3 points per elimination, 1 point for each time someone dies from top 50 to 6, 2 points from top 5 to 3, 3 points for second and 6 for first. This should be fairly obvious that if you play passive in this tournament, I can guarantee you that you would do better. By not outcasting your inventory, it means that you shouldn't be afraid to use your mats, utility items and pads. Many people try to conserve things like mats and pads during the mid game, as they worry too much about running low in the end game. This is good, however, you shouldn't be afraid to use them if it decides life or death. Would you rather die in the mid game because you were too afraid to build or pad to height, or make it to the end game and have a slightly more difficult time? This tip is very important. Many people when they go into a fight have the mindset of, if I don't kill this person, then I die. They completely rule out the idea of leaving the fight. A good time to disengage is if you need to rotate, don't have enough materials to continue the fight, or if you have a health disadvantage. Doing this could hopefully allow you to gain more points through placement, rather than try to kill your opponent for a measly amount of points. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to use code Friise, share the video with friends, and let me know if this helped you in any way down in the comments. That's all from me, peace.